Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. My name is Cambria and welcome to my channel, Living with Cambria. This week we are doing a cleaning marathon. If you don't know, me and my family have been vacationing in Florida, visiting my parents, and I wanted to put out this marathon video since this is the week we are coming home to give you all the motivation to tackle all the dirty jobs in your house. This video is jam-packed full of deep cleaning, decluttering, organizing, showing you the filth, the grime, and maybe getting you to think about some of those things you haven't cleaned in a very, very long time. If you don't know what a cleaning marathon is, this is just a compilation of some of my best cleaning motivation so that you can just turn this on and get to work and enjoy some awesome music as well as chit-chat in the background. I know that is why I love these videos. I also want to ask you guys, because I do this often on Instagram, Ask Me Anythings, and I answer people's questions, but I haven't done one here on my channel in a very long time, so leave in the comments below any questions you may have for me. If you see someone post a question and you are curious about it as well, in the comment, just like it or leave a comment under it. That way I can go and grab the most popular questions and answer them all for you. But I really, really hope you enjoy. Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. I'm so glad you decided to join me in today's clean with me. I have a ton of cleaning motivation in today's video. We are doing a lot of deep cleaning as well as tackling some of those areas you may not think about. I really need to get the dryer vent that goes to the outside cleaned out, but I was waiting till the weather wasn't so frigid here in Wisconsin. We have been dealing with negative 20, 30 degrees with wind chill for the past couple of weeks, but we finally hit a heat wave like 30s and 40s, which for here is amazing. So I tackled that and just hitting my family room top to bottom, hitting the bedroom, and really, really getting some good deep cleaning done. Now, you know, on my channel, I like to show you guys the real dirt, the real grime. None of us are perfect, and I always like to remind you guys of that. Like, my house is not perfect all the time. I know a lot of times you don't see the dirt and the grime. The camera angles, if they're not right, it looks like we're cleaning a clean house. I don't like to show that. I like to show you guys the real. I have 3 kids, ages 8, 5, and 6 months old. I have 2 large, very hairy, very sheddy dogs, a Siberian Husky as well as a Saint Bernard, and they always make sure I have things to clean for you. So if you guys are ready for some extreme cleaning motivation, make sure you stay tuned. If you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. It's free and it just helps support my channel. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up because that is the way YouTube knows you guys are enjoying all of this cleaning motivation. But let's get into this. So I heard something the other day that I wanted to share with you guys because it really, really hit home. Obviously, with putting stuff out on YouTube, you're pretty much just asking for people to give their opinions and judge you and tell you you're doing stuff wrong and all these things. And the thing said that it is none of your business what other people think of you. And it is so true. Like, if you are doing the best you can and your family is happy, your family is healthy, that is all that matters. What other people think of you does not matter. Nobody's perfect. And usually when someone is picking at you, it's because they see a flaw in themselves and they're trying to bring you down. We all try the best we can. We all work at being better, and all you need to do is be the best version of yourself. You don't need to be like anyone else. Just be the best version of you, because you know what? Progress is better than perfection. And as long as we are working on being better people, as long as we are working on keeping our families happy, healthy, that is all that matters. So don't let someone else's opinion affect your day. Their opinion is not your problem. So honestly, I probably only move these shelves 2 or 3 times a year. I try and do it seasonally. That does not always happen, to take everything off and completely move them out of the room so I can get the baseboards and everything. The TV stand gets moved a lot less than that because it's really heavy. Plus then you have to try and do the TV and everything, and that's just a pain. But I do try and move stuff out. My goal is seasonally. Realistically, it probably happens 2 to 3 times a year. But this does just make it a lot easier to really get everything thoroughly clean, because often we're just doing a base cleaning, and this just allows you to really go over everything well. I'm just using my multi-purpose spray on pretty much everything. You guys always ask. It is the Mrs. Meyer's. I think the one I'm using today was the Radish. I'm pretty sure that's the one I was using. And these microfiber cloths, I just get them from Home Depot. You guys ask all the time. Home Depot automotive section and in their car detailing section, these are really good microfiber cloths, and I just buy them in bulk there. So if you're trying to figure out the best ones, those are the ones I love. Obviously everyone has their own preferences, but those are my personal favorites. I also get a ton of questions about my stick vacuum. The stick vacuum is what I use to clean the shelves. It's what you'll see me use on my couch. Like, I use that thing a lot. And that is the Roborock H6 stick vacuum. That is the one I have. They did sponsor a video a while back. This is not sponsored, but I do really enjoy that vacuum. I feel like it's very lightweight, very easy to use. I'll tell you from the beginning, I don't think anyone should own a stick vacuum as their primary vacuum unless you don't have carpets in your house. Then it is fine. But like for myself, my whole upstairs is carpeted. So I have the stick vacuum, which I love. It makes doing the stairs, doing the furniture, everything like that so much easier. Quick cleanups, because I'm always doing quick cleanups. I love it for that. But a stick vacuum is never going to be as good as a plug-in vacuum. So I will put that out there. My Shark is my overall favorite vacuum. It works great on hard surfaces. It works great on carpeting. So if you're looking for just one vacuum and you're not a crazy person like me and have multiple, I highly recommend the Shark Duo. Great on carpeting, great on hard floors, great on everything. But yes, this is the Roborock H6 stick vacuum. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a stick vacuum. I love the usability of it. I love how well it cleans. I love everything. And I love that I also was vacuuming that couch and Bailey came in and just shook. Now you can't see it on camera, but literally when the dogs shake, fur just goes flying. So that's why I say my house is never perfect, because with those giant monsters, I love them. They are my fur babies, but they give me more to clean than my actual human babies. since I always get questions on this rug, it is from Boutique Rugs. I do have that linked in my description. I have a bunch of stuff linked in my description, so always check there first. The only stuff I normally don't have linked is stuff that I like literally can't find, or I just get at like Walmart or Home Depot. But for the most part, I try and link as much as possible for you guys. So always check that out. It just makes life a lot easier. I do love my boutique rugs though. Now, on top of doing a thorough vacuuming with all the furniture out, I'm also going to be washing my floors on my hands and knees. I don't normally do this. I usually use my spin mop. I probably wash my floors like this twice a year, if I'm being honest with myself. Twice a year. But this does do a much better job when you do it on your hands and knees. You can see every little area that might have a little stuck on. You can just get it so much more thorough. Plus, I can do my floors and my baseboards all at once. So 99.9% of the time, I'm going to use my spin mop. However, once or twice a year, getting down on my hands and knees and doing a really thorough cleaning. This was just the way I was actually raised to clean my floors. My mom always did it on her hands and knees, and that's what she taught us kids. And for the most part, I do a lot of things the same way my mom did, to a point. Actually, the one thing I probably get asked about the most is I don't separate my clothes. Let me know in the comments below if you separate your clothes, lights, darks, towels, all those things. I never have. I was raised to do that. My mom always did it. But honestly, I don't, and I've never had an issue. It's probably the one thing that I think bugs people the most about me in my comment section. But I've literally never had an issue. I don't deal with fading. I don't deal with bleeding. I don't deal with any of that I think is like that fear that our parents taught us. Nowadays, I think the soaps we use in our washing machine just does a better job protecting those fabrics, as well as I do it on cold water. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below how you do it. I personally just don't separate. I shouldn't say that. I do separate when I buy, like when I bought my brand new red sheets for Christmas. The first 2 washes, those got washed by themselves because it's red and there's usually a little bit of initial bleed from those type of things, but usually I don't. I just don't. I don't see a reason to. That is probably the only thing though that my mom taught me growing up that I don't do. I'm just like, me, you don't need to do that, Mom. So I had full intention on this day to also shampoo this rug. However, I mentioned this before, I try and do my cleaning when Freya's napping, Xander's at school, and all of that, especially when I'm filming. It's one thing to clean when they're awake and I'm not filming, but when you're adding filming to it, it's just a lot easier when she's napping, Xander's at school, and I normally put Bjorn on ABC Mouse, or he's on his tablet, or just something that can keep him entertained while I'm working. However, literally right when I got done with the floors, I started hearing baby girl start waking up in her crib. So I was like, okay, time to put the room back together and then go get her and feed her. So I'm going to have to do these rugs. It'll just be on a different day because I ran out of time. And like I said before, progress, not perfection. I didn't get it all done this day, which is okay. I got a lot done and I was very proud of myself. I was very happy with how clean this room looked and smelled and everything, but being a mom comes first, so I got that all done and then went and got baby girl. And then this is actually a different day this week. Like I said, I needed to do this dryer vent, and I actually got this drill attachment on Amazon where you just put it in and it pulls all the gunk in your dryer vent out. My husband normally did this with our shop vac, but I saw this little tool and I had to try it, and I figured it would actually do a much better job than our shop vac. So I turned on the dryer so it was blowing outwards, and then just stuck this in and used the drill, and it was so satisfying to get this thing cleaned. Oh, and I could also literally hear the dryer working better as the stuff came out. Like as it was getting cleaned, you could hear a difference in the dryer. Know that all I ever wanted to was still see you smile. Why don't we go figure it? Yeah, 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 yeah. Out on our own. Yeah, I know what we said. I still think we should figure it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Out on our own. I just hope that we'll be okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. So as you can see, the screws I actually took out. I didn't need to. But like I said before, my husband normally cleans this vent. I don't. So I didn't realize those little bladey things just popped off. So next time I will know. But then it's again a different day of the week, and I am deep cleaning the bedroom. This was another room that I just wanted to do a really, really thorough cleaning. I clean my bedroom fairly thoroughly on a regular basis just because the dogs do sleep in here. So any room that the dogs spend a lot of time in naturally just get a lot more dust, a lot more hair, a lot more grime. The kids' rooms don't get that bad. The dogs are not allowed in those rooms. And bathrooms, stuff like that just don't get as bad. But the family room, our bedroom, things like that, I do have to stay on top of a lot more because they do get a lot more, not just hair, dust. The amount of dust the dogs cause is a lot. So doing a really, really thorough cleaning on this room. And I don't change my sheets daily. I had someone ask that the other day. I don't do them daily. Once to twice a week, kind of depends on the situation. I will often feed Freya in our room in the middle of the night. And if she pukes on the bed or something like that, obviously I have to change the sheets the next day, which is why I also have 2 sets of sheets for our bed. That way when I strip it, I can just make it right away. I do not like having to wait to make the bed, and it never fails that if for some reason I am washing both sets of sheets, which pretty much never happens, I usually don't get to making the bed till right when I want to go to bed, and the last thing I want to do is make my bed. So I highly recommend investing in 2 sets of sheets. That way you can strip the bed, make the bed, and you are good to go. It always makes my life so much easier. Plus, I just like having my bed made. If I don't do anything else in my room but make my bed, it makes my room feel put together, feel clean, and like I at least accomplished something that day. Because there are some days where I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and veg on the couch, watch Netflix, cuddle my baby, and spend time with the kids. But I try to at least make my bed, because if I make my bed, like I said, I at least feel like I was somewhat productive that day. So since we don't have like an actual office in this house, we're hoping in our next house we'll have the room to have an actual office. My husband does keep his desk in our room. We could have it in the basement, but honestly, we both prefer it in the room. That way, like at the end of the night, if he still is working, I can just go sit on the bed, talk with him, chat with him, or if he's in the basement, that's not going to happen. But I don't do like a lot of organizing of this stuff because it is his, but I did like to do a good dusting. That's why also the shelves above his desk, those are his things. I don't touch them. And this is our room. So if he likes to have some of his car stuff up and things like that, I'm never about to tell him no. And then, so the curtains were a new idea. I knew I wanted to do spring cleaning, and in the spring and fall, I like to wash my curtains. I don't do them often, but twice a year, take them down just so they can get the dust off them and just get a really good cleaning. However, these have started to fade, and a couple people have mentioned that with the new black wall, you guys know a couple months ago, I painted this wall black, that white curtains would look really good. So I decided, since honestly these curtains probably wouldn't last another washing, that I was going to get brand new curtains. So I'm super excited to share those with you today, because I do think they look a lot better. I was kind of nervous because I knew they would look good on the black, but I wasn't sure how they'd look on the rest of the walls. But I do think they make the room look very light and bright and just pretty. And then I also wanted to take out this rug. I bought this rug when we did the room like makeover, but honestly, I think it was 30 bucks on Amazon, and I should have known better because of the price tag that it wasn't going to be a great quality rug. As you can see, I was very much struggling with getting this rug out from this last corner. So I called up my little helper, no, not Drake, Bjorn, and he helped me pull it out so that I could lift and he could pull. The one nice thing about having at least one kid up and home when I'm cleaning is he does help me sometimes when I'm just can't do it myself. Because I also usually try and film these videos on days that Bobby's at work, which is why you don't see him as well. So if you're ever wondering where my husband is, he's normally at work when I'm filming. All right, another vacuum. You guys, if you've been with my channel, have seen this before, but I don't use it in every video. This is my Quantum X. It is a vacuum. It is not a carpet shampooer. A lot of people get confused because it uses water as its filter. If you have a house that has purely carpets, this is the vacuum I would recommend. I don't love it on my hard floors, but on my carpets, it's amazing because water doesn't clog. So because you're constantly changing the water every time you vacuum with it, you always have like a brand new vacuum worth of power and suction. It works so well. Plus, I love putting essential oils in the water so that as the air flows, it makes the room smell so good. It's very similar to a rainbow, if you guys know what a rainbow is. Rainbow vacuums are like the Kirby of today. You know, the people growing up that had the Kirby vacuums, they had like the king of vacuums. I would say a rainbow vacuum is like the modern day Kirby, but it also has that price tag. Last I saw, they're about $2,500. But they are amazing, and they're more than just a vacuum. I know they are also an air purifier, and you can get attachments to make them carpet shampooers and mops and things like that, but they're not cheap. But if you like a rainbow and don't want to spend that kind of money on a rainbow, the Quantum X is amazing. It picks up so much. You can see all the just dirt and grime, and then you just get rid of it. Just gone. So I love this vacuum for my carpets. Like I said, if you have a house that has mainly carpets, highly recommend the Quantum X. It's awesome. And then my carpet rake, I think I have it linked in my description. If not, I'm going to double check. I keep having people ask me, and I thought I linked it, but maybe I didn't hit save. So I'm going to double check that that is in my list of links for you guys. but I like using this just because it fluffens up the fibers. Any hair that may have been matted into the carpet, it pulls out. It just really does make a huge difference. So I will go through my carpets about once a week with my carpet rake. It just keeps them softer, fresher, cleaner, everything. And it's really not that hard. You're literally just going around brushing your carpet.
This love, we just gotta hold on tight, 'cause I know we will be alright, babe. You know that I will miss you if you leave, 'cause I love you for the rest of my life, babe. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy, maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you.
All right, so this little rake thing you see me using around my baseboards and stuff, this is a Instagram made me do it thing, but I'm so glad Instagram made me do it. I found it on Amazon. I do have this linked in my description, but it works so well in those areas that are just harder to get with the vacuum. I love it on my stairs, and I need to move the furniture. I just was not feeling it this day. The furniture is heavy, especially when they're full of clothes. So I was just going around my baseboards and near the furniture and trying to grab all that dog hair that is, yes, still in my carpeting after vacuuming, because like I said, it gets matted in there. So you can have the strongest vacuum in the world, but if hair's matted into your carpet, it's just going to get stuck there. This works really well though for pulling out all those tight little areas and then just going in and cleaning the baseboards, at least all the ones that I can reach. I also wanted to get under my husband's desk because our printer and anything where there's electronics is going to collect dust a lot more between the fans. I think the heat has something to do with it. I don't know. If you have electronics in your house, you know what I'm talking about. They just collect so much dust. So I was going and just really wiping these down well, because I don't do it often with like a rag and everything to really get them clean. So it was very satisfying to actually see that our printer is actually black because it was starting to not look black anymore.
We rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help that the sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Let the sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way.
Now onto my carpet shampooer. I love this thing. This is the Bissell Revolution Pet. This is an older model. I think we got this 3 years ago. So they have other ones, but I do really enjoy this. And I don't use the Bissell soap. I actually use OxiClean carpet shampooing soap. I found that at Walmart and I think it works amazing. So I like to use that instead of the stuff that Bissell recommends. Obviously you can use the Bissell stuff as well. It works well. I just really like the OxiClean. So if you're wondering what I'm using, that is what I'm using. And I was just making sure to really go over the carpets well. make sure to go over with the soap, but then I go over a couple times where it's just suctioning it to make sure that the carpets dry quicker. That's a big deal. If you do it correctly, your carpets will probably dry within just a couple hours. It shouldn't take all day for your carpets to dry. If it's taking all day, go over it a couple more times. That way you're pulling out as much moisture as possible. Now, the other reason I really love doing this, one, yes, it makes the room smell good, it cleans the carpets, but you can also see all the little fur balls that are collecting up. It really pulls out so much hair. Like, I feel like my room is so clean after doing this, between vacuuming and raking and then doing this. So much better. I ended up having to empty the container twice to do the whole bedroom just because I was trying to make sure to do it a very, very, very thorough cleaning.
Things could only get better. I need it more than ever. They don't home. You said things could only get better. I need it more than ever. They
So the other reason I love the Quantum, because it uses water as a filter, I can go in right after I'm done shampooing and vacuum my carpets. It will not ruin this vacuum. So all those little hair clumps and everything, I can go in and use this vacuum. It also will pull up even more moisture. So that is another reason I do love this Quantum, is water doesn't hurt it. Actually, this is my favorite thing to do if the dogs have an accident, because I can just pour a little bit of extra water over anything that's on the floor and then use the wand to suck it up, and it works so well. And now finally putting up my new curtains. I didn't want to do this till the room was really clean. One, it was easier to like clean the windows, the baseboards and everything without them in the way. But also I wanted to make sure that they weren't getting dirty the second I put them up. But I do love the way these look. So definitely thank you guys for your recommendations. I always love hearing what you guys think and recommendations and stuff like that. I don't always do what you guys recommend because I might have tried it and not liked it, or whatever reason. Sometimes I'm just stubborn and stuck in my ways and do it my way. But this was a really good recommendation, and I really, really like the way the white looks compared to the gray. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's cleaning video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with any new content I have coming out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and if you guys want to see something in the future, definitely let me know in the comments below. It just makes it a lot easier when I'm structuring my videos or trying to figure out what to film for you guys, if I know what you want to see, because I make these videos for you guys. So definitely let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. But I will see you next time. Bye.
Don't get me wrong, you and I could have fun together. Hey, oh, yeah. I've been trying to take my eyes off you. Oh girl, it ain't easy, just let go of that body. Why you gotta keep flirting like you do? I waited so patiently, but you don't seem sorry. I sing a little DM, trying to make some plans. Now come on baby, later in the PM, hope that you would understand. I think that if you get to know me, you see I'm way more than nice. I wanna hold you, let me feel you till the morning light. I'm more than just 9 to 5. Everyone's known it's only you and I. Looks like we'll be staying up all night. Time to play what you say, I'm here for you. I'm working overtime. I'm more than 9 to 5. Come on, let your clothes dry.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another cleaning video. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me, and a big thanks to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. As you saw in the preview before, this video is jam-packed with cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and some amazing before and afters. On day one, I am starting off in the boys' room. Their room was in a desperate need for some cleaning and decluttering for sure. Before I had Bjorn come up and help me, Xander was at school this day, so Bjorn will be helping me later on. I wanted to just quickly tidy up what was already in here. That way when he got up here, we could start by emptying out his closet. That's where we keep all of their toys for the most part. But I wanted to get this area at least straightened up before he came up and helped. I always get the kids involved when it comes to going through their toys, and we always go through every last piece of toys. I feel like that's just a more thorough way to really go through and get rid of what they don't play with anymore, anything that's broken, garbage, everything. So we are taking everything out of the closet, and then we are going to go through everything piece by piece.
What you say, I'm here for you. I'm working overtime. I'm more than I know. Yeah. Everyone's known it's only you and I. Oh, looks like we'll be staying up all night. You up all night. Time to play what you say. I'm here for you. I'm working overtime.
Now, one of the questions you guys ask me all the time is how to declutter your kids' toys. And one big thing I have to say, and you may not have heard this before, or maybe you have, but do not go through and declutter and organize your kids' toys till you've done it yourself. If you have things that you need to declutter, you need to organize, do that first, because kids learn by example. And if you just go straight into their room and start getting rid of all their things, it's going to be much harder on them compared to them already seeing that you do it with your stuff also, and you're not just picking on them by getting rid of their things. Now, another big thing is I always have the kids involved. Now, Xander, not as much anymore, just because he doesn't play with the toys nearly as often as Bjorn does, so I find it more important to have Bjorn help me because the mess is usually his mess. And even though this takes about 3 times the amount of time it would if I would just do it myself, and it's definitely more frustrating having to keep him motivated, keep him going, and dealing with the constant, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. It's really important just to keep them involved and keep them doing it. In the long run, these little life skills are, in my mind, very important to teach kids. So I always keep them involved, at least with the decluttering and organizing portion of decluttering their toys.
They tell us what to do, they tell us what to think. Can someone stop the madness? Use your hands and you will see. We are right where we wanna be, nothing else really matters. They They tell us what to do, they tell us what to think. Can someone stop the madness? Use your eyes and you will see we are right where we wanna be. Nothing else really matters. To see that we are young and helpless, but we're just young and restless. To see that we are young and helpless, but we're just young and restless.
Now, I also always have done this since the kids were very little, so they're used to going through their toys every couple of months. Pretty much once they have decided that it's too hard to keep their room clean, it's usually a good indication to me that it's time to downsize what they have, because they're having a hard time finding the toys they want to play with, which makes everything a mess and harder for them to keep everything in order. But the way I've always gone about it is just letting them know all of these toys we get rid of are going to be going to other little boys and girls that maybe can't get toys, to teach them the good part of donating and giving back, and not just having things to have it, but you can actually give back to others that may not be able to afford the things that we have. On top of that, I will also let them know birthdays or holidays that this just allows for them to have more space to get new toys, because let's be real, between aunts, uncle, grandparents, and even mom and dad, they get way too much come birthdays and holidays. And I always find it very important to do this right before any of those major events. That way we have the room in the house for all their new fun toys.
But we're just young and restless. To see that we are young and helpless, but we're just young and restless.
And then after we were done with that, I just went in and wanted to do a quick vacuum of their closet, because they do actually play in the closet as well. So the closet gets dirty, but it's not as easy to vacuum it on a regular basis. So while everything was out, I wanted to vacuum it up and then just put everything back in here neatly. I love these bins for all their toys. It fits their Roblox, their Legos, all the little things, and it makes it really, really easy to organize the stuff. So I just wanted to go through and put all this in nice and neat.
I'm thinking louder than my brain can take. Have to say something, but words fade away. I want a picture of all of my mistakes, posted on the wall right in front of me. If I could get my feelings straight, my reflection wouldn't be so blurry. If I could see the whole dim landscape, then I'd know what to say to you. I'm moving in 'cause I need connection with you. Give you a sign, my commute.
After I had everything cleaned and organized, I really wanted to go in and make labels for the boys' bins. That way they knew exactly where things went when they went to put stuff away. Now, I've had a lot of people tell me how they have a Cricut, but it's a little overwhelming for them and they don't know where to start. And I just wanted to kind of show you how easy this is. Design Space is laid out super simple, where you can type exactly what you want and make your own design. Otherwise, they have dozens of different things you can choose from. But then you just load the machine and it does all the work for you. It is literally the simplest thing in the world. I am just using my black vinyl. I love this little weeding tool. It makes it super easy to get out all those little black vinyl pieces. And then I also have the little smoothing tool to make sure it connects to the transfer paper and then onto the bins as well. But definitely do not let these things overwhelm you. It is so simple, so easy. And if you are into organization, if you are into crafting, this is like a must-have tool in your house. This probably took me a total of 10 minutes to type out what I wanted and cut it out and then attach it to the bins. Literally no time at all. Super simple. And I think it made a huge difference in their closet, where you can go in and they know exactly where their Roblox toys go, where their Legos go, and where all of their cars go. So this is definitely something I highly, highly recommend if you are an organization freak like I am, or crafty. And you can get all of these things right on Cricut.com. They make it super easy on their website. They have a million different vinyls and materials and products. Everything you could imagine is on their website. So I will leave that linked in the description below. I think their closet turned out so well, and I am so happy with how neat and organized it is again. And the labels just make it for me, even if the boys don't keep it clean. I know I will be happy when I go in there and I know exactly where I need to put everything. So a big thanks again to Cricut for sponsoring today's video.
Look at that. I said, my friend, what you looking at?
So the night before, I had actually had to move the boys' mattress because their remote had fallen under the bed. And I noticed there was a bunch of junk under this bed that I didn't know had gotten under here. And the baseboards were so dirty. So since I was doing a thorough cleaning and organizing of the room, I decided today would be the day that I took it apart and got in there and cleaned it. This is definitely something I probably haven't done since moving into this house, because you don't think about taking the mattress off and getting behind here, but it definitely needed to be done. And I am so glad I did, because between the crumbs and the dust and everything that was in here, it needed this bad. So I was very happy that that remote had fallen behind their bed, because otherwise I don't know when I would have gotten to this.
Comes to an end, at least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now. You don't need to worry, 'cause I got this all down. And we get on together. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can. Whoa, whoa.
Now, I mentioned before there's going to be a ton of motivating before and afters. Let me know in the comments below if you like seeing these before and afters. I know often I forget to do them, but if you guys enjoy them, I am going to try my hardest to do better at getting these before and afters to give you the very satisfying cleaning motivation you guys want.
Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. And we can. Cash out, had enough, stuck here in the rut, time to switch it up. Cool kids, shopping malls, good times, had it all, way too comfortable. Broken dreams, one-time machines, and trips to Neverland. Take the time to free your mind, do everything you can. Don't forget it, don't let it, don't forget it. Yeah, just do it, get into it.
Once I was done in the room, I did decide I want to do one more little project. since we only keep pants and shorts in the boys' room, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit different labeling on their dresser. This is great if you have littles that are learning to read or can't read yet, where they can look at the picture and help you with putting clothes away and just get them in the habit of doing things on their own, because they can look at the picture and know, all right, my pants go in here, my shorts go in here. And like I said, for us, it's super simple since that's all we put in their dresser. Everything else gets hung up. But I picked this really fun pattern out. I love this, especially for the boys. It's all some of their favorite characters. And once again, it's as simple as pick your image, print it, and then stick it on. They have so many different patterns though to choose from if you're looking for more girly or boyish. Like, that's one of my favorite things, is you can find almost anything on their website. So if they really like cars, or they really like flowers, or whatever your kids' interests are, it makes it really nice to be able to just jump on there and find what you want. But same thing as in the closet, I'm just using the transfer paper to get it off the film and then putting it onto the dresser. Super, super simple. Now, moving on to day 2, I am starting my day off with my diffuser. I mentioned a couple videos back that I was getting away from candles and into diffusing. So I am doing my blueberry lemonade, which is just Valor, 10 drops of Valor and 10 drops of lemon. I recently learned about this combo and it is so amazing. But I always turn this thing on in the morning. It lasts 12 hours and it honestly has been such a life changer. But I'm working on the kitchen today. I needed to clean out the stove. I needed to literally just touch on everything in this kitchen. There was a couple areas that just needed a good thorough cleaning, and a couple areas that I didn't even know needed to get done till I started and noticed it and was like, oh wow, how did I not do this when I did the deep clean in my kitchen a couple weeks back? So definitely going to get in here and do a really, really thorough cleaning. I did spray the Easy Off in my oven to start. If you are wondering what I sprayed in there, this is by far my favorite way to clean the oven. Yes, it's very chemically, but it works so well. And then I noticed there were a couple tough areas still on the glass, so I just went in with my favorite Mrs. Meyer's cream cleanser. This thing is my go-to for a lot of different cleaning projects, and it really worked well to get just those little grease spots. I could have sprayed it with the Easy Off again, however, they weren't that bad, and instead of spraying it again, I would just rather go in with this cream cleanser to get the last little pieces up.
Met before, it's the same as always, waiting at the airport with your coat and gloves, same time every winter, smiling like you knew me. And now all my emotions are searching for you in places we've never been. Now I'm starting to realize the chance I've been given, but I am so afraid. I time is standing still.
And like I said before, this cream cleanser is like my favorite. As you can see, I used it on my oven, my stove. I'm now using it in my sink. This is one of the best like multi-purpose type cleaners you can have. I use it all over my house to get any of those tough areas to clean, and it's not very chemically, which is a definite win for me. I realize sometimes you need to use chemicals, sometimes you need bleach, sometimes you need that, but if I can avoid using it, I will, and try to go for things that are a little less harmful on your system when I can. Now, we have very hard water here in Wisconsin where I live, so I needed to also clean off this faucet. So I just put a little bit of the cream cleanser on my power brush to scrub it off. This is the easiest way to get it off. It comes off really easy like this. Sometimes I do use a bag of vinegar and just let it sit in there, but today it really wasn't too bad, so the little scrub brush worked awesome. Now to do a deeper, thorough clean on my counters, I wanted to take everything off of my counters. However, this is when I found one of those sneaky areas that I didn't even think about cleaning. So if you're wondering what this is, if you don't have a dishwasher, you may not know, but this is the little spout where if your sink is clogged and your dishwasher is draining, it'll actually come out of this spout. And because it's got that little metal piece over it, I just honestly hadn't even thought about taking it off and cleaning inside of it. But today I took it off to clean around it, and it was so gross. So I am very glad I got in there to clean it out, because all that black gunk and everything, I just don't even want to think about what all that is.
Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body, you're so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I said you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, 'cause you're the end of the rainbow, and the music was so loud. Didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, 'cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
This Steam Shot is definitely the top buy this year for cleaning gadgets. If you are looking for something and you're just trying to figure out an easier way to clean stuff all around your house, this Steam Shot is the way to go. I've used it on so many different things, and it works so well at getting stuff you don't even think about. I'm actually going to be working on, this is the little catch tray in my fridge where the ice dispenser and water dispenser is, and it always gets full of calcium. So I figured I would just try this on it, and I cannot tell you how easy this was. Normally I have to soak like paper towel in vinegar to get this off. This took no time at all and was way cleaner than when I soaked the paper towel in vinegar. So this thing is amazing if you have hard water, calcium, anything like that.
Cause I need you on the dance floor. 4 a.m. and we go home.
And here you can see I have that same calcium buildup in the actual spout where the water and ice comes out. So once again, just taking the steam shot up there, and it broke up everything. I did go in and spray it down with vinegar to give it a good cleaning as I was doing this as well. But that steam shot got all the really tough areas so easy. It's made projects like this, which used to be such a headache to do, so much easier. It's made my life that much less stressful because I can just go in and it takes like 5 seconds and it breaks everything up with no hard scrubbing or anything like that.
Another cold and rainy night without you lying by my side. I can't sleep, already tried, but still I dream away. Thinking about the way it was, or maybe just the two of us. We had it all, but we got lost with nothing left to say. Days turned into months, you're still the one I want, but I carry on, yeah. But all the memories live inside of me, even when you're gone. How I miss the sun, missing all the fun. Do you think about me now and then? How I miss the sun, looking into those eyes, wishing that somehow we could go back again. One more time, one more time, baby, yeah. Oh, sunshine. Always used to hold my hand, painted our hearts in the sand. Kissing while we made new plans, but still I dream away. Thinking about the way it was, maybe just the two of us. We had it all, but we got lost with nothing left to say. Yeah. Days turned into months.
Now at this time it was getting close to when I had to get Xander from school. So I wanted to go around the rest of the house, pick up the furniture that I could pick up, tidy up everything, do a quick wipe down of all the other rooms. That way I could actually run the robot vacuum while I was gone. I love doing this before I go get Xander. I'm going to be gone for 30 minutes or so anyway. So if I can literally just turn that on and let it do some of the hard work for me, it makes my life a lot easier, especially when you have 3 kids. I have a almost 7-month-old son who's in 2nd grade, and then obvious Bjorn, who is doing 4K from home since we didn't send him to in-person school this year with everything going on. Anything to make life a little bit easier is definitely a win in my book.
Now, baby girl, you and I could run the world. How I miss the sun, the sunshine. I need you, I need you. One more time now, baby girl. You and I could run the world. Girl, I thought that you were the one. How I miss the sun, missing all the sun.
And here you can see I just turned on the vacuum. That way as I was getting the kids ready to go, and as I was gone, it could do all the work. However, I had to share something super cute with you guys because I don't know about you, But when I'm in a bad mood or just not feeling it, the best way to make yourself happy is baby giggles. So I'm going to bless you with some of the cutest baby giggles ever. All right, I just had to share that. She has gotten to where she is giggling and laughing so much more. And like I said, I think baby giggles are the cutest thing in the world. But once I got back from picking Xander up from school and the robot had done all the vacuuming for me, I wanted to do a quick mop. But let me tell you this. How rude is Mother Nature in Wisconsin, where literally I had mopped the floors and it started snowing. Literally right after I got done mopping, it started snowing outside. I'm like, we literally had 40s, 50s, 60 degrees for the past week. And now we are getting snow. So my floors are dirty again right after this because the dogs went outside and got covered in snow and then came back inside. But I always laugh and joke how in Wisconsin we have fall. Well, no, we have summer, winter, fall, winter, spring, winter, real spring, summer. But winter likes to sneak up on you. So I even told my husband last week not to let the nice weather fool him, because that was just fake spring. I knew we couldn't get away without at least one more snowfall of the year. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed all the before and afters, or if there's anything else you'd like to see in future videos. I try to get as much in my videos that you guys want to see as possible. So it's a huge, huge help when you guys let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe and join me on my channel. This is the place if you love DIYs of room transformations, if you love cleaning motivation, for sure, organization, decluttering, all the things. Definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with any new content I have coming out. But until next time, bye!
I'm wondering how many men that you trapped and dumped in the ocean. I wish that I could understand why I had this stupid crush. The girl next door is over there being perfect, getting the roses. I bet that you don't even care if my body drifts ashore. But if you ask me, I'm pretty sure that I'll come running. Though I should say no, 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 no. Here in the ocean, nobody can hear you screaming. And if I knew better, I would never need the rush. And if I just think twice, I never would have had.
Don't wanna talk about the future. Don't wanna talk about the things I've done. I got nothing more to say. Stop trying so hard to in my face. You like to hang around different dudes every night a new high. I bet that you were still my oxygen if you could. To the side, come.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me in today's cleaning video. We have so much cleaning going on here, and I'm obviously just starting off in the boys' bedroom, stripping their beds. But on top of all the amazing deep cleaning and spring cleaning that I'm doing in this video, I have also decided to give back to you guys because I love you guys so much. So in today's video, we are doing a $100 PayPal cash giveaway. So this is going to be for anyone that has PayPal. In this video, I'm going to be doing a $100 giveaway, and I will be announcing it in next week's video who won. So stay tuned because later on in the video, I will let you guys know how you can win that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So to start the day, I was really just focusing on tidying everything up because I knew I wanted to hit specific areas in the house today to deep clean. So I wanted to make sure everything was tidied. Obviously, tidying happens throughout the day, especially with having the kids. On this day, I actually had all 3 kids. It was the weekend, so Xander was home. So I had all of them, but I wanted to get the house somewhat in order before I tackled those really deep cleaning projects that I had on my to-do list today.
Come on, step away. You can call me out when you're gone. It's me, no one else but me. Get the hint. You're out to the side. Come on, step away. You can call me out. No one else but me. You can call me out to the side. Come on, no one else but me. Get the hint. You're out. Come on, step away. You can call me out. When you're gone, it's me, no one else but me. Get the hint. You're out to the side. Come on, step away. You can call me out. You can call me out. Just give it up. I'm not your girl, and I never will be. Don't call me up. Don't waste your time, 'cause I'll be your enemy. If you want love, look somewhere else. He'll find nothing. Just give it up. I'm not your girl, 'cause I only love me. Don't get me wrong. You and I could have fun together when I feel done with having fun on my own. It's better to care for yourself, not rely on somebody else. So don't get me wrong, I'm just riding alone. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl.
So I'm just starting by spraying the Method degreaser on my stove. That's usually how I will clean it if it's just a quick spray down. It really wasn't that bad. There's a little bit of stuff on there, but nothing too crazy. I had made the boys taquitos for lunch, and that's really all I was cleaning up. And then I planned on using the radish, but if you notice, I had to switch my spray bottles because they had ran out while I was spraying it, and I moved on to the basil. I have to say though, I tried the radish for this first time on this Grove order, and I absolutely love it. It's one of those scents that aren't so pungent that you don't want to use it all the time. And I just really liked this one, so I'm definitely gonna order it again. I use that thing like none other. And the boys were just playing some Roblox. Let me know if your kids love Roblox as much as mine do. Not only do they love it on their computers, but you can see they also have like almost every Roblox figure. If they're not playing with it on the computer, they are doing like live action Roblox playing outside, in the basement, in their room. all the time. They are obsessed with that game, which is fine. I actually love when they do the like live action. If your kids play, you know what I'm talking about. But the piggy game, they will hide stuff in the house and play it in real life, and they absolutely love it. And we did have a little bit of a mishap here, though. You'll see in a second. As you can see, I just had the boys hold their computers just so I could wipe it down real quick. It gets messy over there because they are eating and whatnot. But Xander was not paying attention, and his soda fell on the ground. Real life, guys. So, yeah. Bright pink Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, their new watermelon flavor, all over my rug. I was very happy though. I haven't had this happen to my new rugs yet, but it came out really, really well. I just used a little bit of rubbing alcohol and then the spot carpet cleaner that I use, and it, as you can see, pretty much completely came out, which I was so happy because I love these rugs, and I saw that falling and literally it was like slow-mo of me just like, no, but it did all come out.
I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed.
And then after I was done tidying up, I just wanted to get behind all the big appliances. I try and do this about, I don't know, realistically every 2 to 3 months. I try and pull these out. You guys will be shocked if you don't pull these out. One, it's not as hard as it seems. Like, I can pull my fridge out and my stove out with no problem. But also, you'll be surprised of how dirty it gets. Like I said, I do this every 2 to 3 months, and it still gets this bad. Now, mine probably does get worse than some just because I do have the dogs and whatnot. And when you have giant furry animals that shed a lot, everything just gets dirtier, easier. But you can tell even just by the dust under here, it was bad. So I definitely wanted to get in here and get all the appliance areas cleaned up.
Make space for the new you, like I'm old news in your review mirror. It must be nice you went and got a penthouse. All your friends partying is real loud. Brand new money with a brand new chest. Still a baby bird price straight off the nest like you.
And then just switching over the boys' laundry. I really tried to stay on top of it because I am so bad with when it's days to do the boys' laundry that I forget it in the washer, and then I end up not making their bed till late at night. Like literally I'm putting them to bed and then I have to make their bed. So I tried to stay on top of it. I was literally setting a timer so that I could switch it over and just make sure to get it done right away. I was not planning though when I pulled out the fridge that half the stuff on the fridge fell off the fridge. That's where we keep a lot of the boys' like little art stuff. That way they're easy to grab. And yeah, it all fell out. Now this is another area that is important to clean, not just the floor, but the actual like back of the fridge and where the components are, because those get really bad and it's not going to allow your fridge to work properly, as well as it just uses so much more energy. So this is something I highly recommend with your fridge. If you're going to pull out any appliance and clean around any appliance, your fridge should be your main one.
See-through. You ain't gotta be see-through.
So because I get asked this in every single video of like what this little handheld vacuum is, this is my stick vacuum. This is the Roborock H6. I love this for cleaning like this just because I don't have a bulky vacuum. I don't have the cord. I really like, this is my favorite part about this vacuum, is it is so convenient to get into all the little areas. So I was able to pull off that front register of the refrigerator and then just get in there and clean out as much of the components out of the front as possible. This actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it definitely needed to get cleaned.
I'm already on my way, on my way.
You know that I can't seem to focus when you're getting close to me. We're like a broken record spinning round and round all year. I know that I can't do more. I know that you feel the same. Why do we keep playing all of these games? I don't wanna go, cause your love is...
One thing I always get asked is how I get so much done in a day, because it looks like I'm doing everything all at once. So I figured I would stop and show you. I don't. I'm actually currently sitting on the couch. Baby girl woke up from her nap, so she's eating down here. And currently, this is what my kitchen looks like. So, as you can see, I haven't cleaned up from doing what I was doing before because she woke up. So, I take a lot of breaks. And I do end up looking crazy. So, if you are like, I get so hot and sweaty from working like that, ditto. But yeah, there's a lot of editing magic that goes on in these videos. But, let's get back to the cleaning.
I don't wanna go, cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever. I wanna stay up all night with you. No games to play, just wanna stay up all night with you. I know that it won't be easy, maybe we're just too alike. I wanna stay up all night with you. Up all night with you. This love, we just gotta hold on tight. Cause I know we will be alright, babe. You know that I will miss you.
Alright, and then this is the track by my sliding glass door. This thing is always dirty. Like, it never fails because the dogs are coming in and out. Summer, winter, every day, multiple times a day. This is just always dirty. So I try and keep up with it as much as possible. And it gets bad. This actually is the side that doesn't open, so it's not as bad as the other side, which you will see in just a second. I will say though, having the new Bissell Steam Shot, you guys have seen me use this like everywhere. It did make cleaning this track so much easier. I though like to clean with my sponge and wipe it down first because the Steam Shot is so strong that if you use it when it's really dirty, it's like splattering dirt everywhere. So I use it to get in those hard places after I've done the initial wipe down.
Sunglasses looking so right. Hitting the streets in my old man Chevrolet. Looking for a good time and then some. Kick it with my friends in the hot sand.
truck, waiting on the right heat on the barbecue. Big old waves and a clear sky, life's good out here, and I wonder why anybody would ever leave this place. Yeah, the bar at the beach sells margaritas in the neck shelves. Let's all go crazy, baby. We're all like kicking it high, kicking it low, making noise like a big truck show. Raising hell is the way to go. Yeah, we're kicking it fast, kicking it slow, bouncing around like a rodeo.
Now, last week you saw me do a really good deep clean of this family room, but I had mentioned how I did not have time to do this rug. So I really wanted to get that done this week, and it actually made it easy because I was kind of just like jumping around, getting the stuff done that need to get done, and not really worrying about a top to bottom clean, but more of a specific area clean. It actually allowed me to get a lot more deep cleaning done because obviously, yes, things need to get dusted, but those are like the basic cleaning tasks that I do regularly. So on this day, with just doing the tidying up and then tackling those key areas, I was able to get so much more done, and it was just very nice to be able to tackle the really hard areas, or the areas that sometimes get missed, because like last week I did this room top to bottom, but then Freya woke up and I couldn't do the carpet shampooing. So I really did like the way I cleaned this week because I was able to get a lot more of my spring cleaning projects done, and I just didn't really worry about my basic daily cleaning as much on this day.
We're kicking it. Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving back. When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we?
Now, this rug isn't that old, and you can see it was still fairly dirty. I have to clean these rugs fairly often just because it is my main living area. The dogs go outside and everything like that. And after I empty that, I just decided it wasn't my plan to clean this bathroom, but I got in here, I noticed the dust. I'm like, whatever, I'm in here already. Let's just give everything a good dusting and a good wipe down. So like I said, I just kind of went with the flow this day. I did not have a checklist. Well, I shouldn't say it. I had a checklist. I had things that I wanted to get done, but I also just kind of went with it. And if I saw something that needed to get done, I tackled it. It just really worked well on this day. And it usually works better on days when I have all the kids to just kind of go with the flow, because I never know what's going to happen. One of the kids may get hurt, or one of the kids are just in a clingy, needing mommy mood, or maybe they let me get stuff done. But you really, as moms, just kind of have to go with it. Some days you're going to be able to get a ton done, some days you're not, and you really just have to learn to adapt to whatever your situation is. And that was definitely what I was doing on this day.
'Cause your love made me go blind. Why you wanna let me go now? Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. Oh,
I love that we got this new toilet seat because it makes it so much easier to clean now that I can literally just take that seat off, wipe all the way around and get this seat really clean and then pop it right back on. I love that. I do it every time I clean the toilet now, where I will pop it off, wipe around it, and then pop it back on. Especially with having kids, it's not just boys, girls are the same way. You just really have to make sure everything is clean. And then after I got the toilet cleaned, I did get a new rag. Don't come after me. But then I always go with my disinfectant, and I go on the baseboards, the floors, all around the toilet, because you know there's pee everywhere. I don't even want to go in that bathroom with a black light because children are gross, and you know there's going to be stuff you just don't even want to know is there. So just clean it and don't bring out the black light because you might be afraid to ever go in that bathroom again. And then I moved on to my stairs. My stairs get full of dog hair like none other, but you guys have seen me use this little tool before. I love this thing now for my stairs, and I actually use it over the vacuum because it fluffs the carpeting, but it also pulls out all of the hair. All of the hair. I do have it linked in my description. This was a Instagram made me buy it by, but so worth it if you have carpeted stairs and you have pets. This thing works amazing. And I wouldn't say it's more work than a vacuum because honestly, if you're really trying to get all the hair out with a vacuum, you're working on it for a while. So it's a little bit more work, but the end result is a million times better than just using your vacuum.
Is meant to be. Then you'll ask me what is wrong, and I don't even know what to answer. It's time to put an end to our chapter. Why do you keep on trying to when you know what we shouldn't do? Even though that I want you, why don't we go figure it? Out on our own. Yeah, I know what we said, I still think we should figure it. Out on our own. I just hope that we'll be okay. Nothing here will be the same again, 'cause I know this pain. I'm better off alone. Know that all I ever wanted to was to see you smile. Why don't we go figure it? Out on our own.
All right, so I said I would mention how to enter this cash giveaway of $100. Super easy. All you guys have to do is be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below about the video. Now, for every comment you leave, that's an entry. So you guys can comment as many times as you want to get as many entries as you want. I didn't want to make this too complicated. I really just wanted to do this for you guys to, I don't know, give back. I have not done a giveaway in a while, but if you guys enjoy giveaways like this and I see a lot of positive feedback, I think I might do these more often because I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I feel like PayPal cash giveaways are the easiest way for me to give back, and that way I can do it locally, I can do it internationally. Pretty much as long as you have PayPal, you can enter to win. So I hope you guys enjoy, and just know I so much appreciate each and every one of you.
Close enough. So I say, can't take my eyes on you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes on you. You know what I mean. Can't take my eyes on you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes on you. Take my eyes on you. Yeah. Can't take my eyes on. Can't take my eyes make my heart burn. It's like I'm awake inside of a dream. You're getting closer, night's almost over. I might just ask you to leave now with me. Can't get enough. I try my best to look away, but I can't stop. Am I afraid to you? We almost touch. I feel your body move my way, you're close enough. So I say, can't take my eyes off you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes off you. You know what I mean. Can't take my eyes off you. You were all I see. Can't take my eyes off you. Take my eyes off you. Yeah. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off. Can't take my eyes off.
I get a lot of questions about the kids' bunk beds and what I think about them. And I love them for the fact of it allows the boys to have so much more room to play in their room with having bunk beds. And they've had their own rooms before. Before Freya was born, each boy had their own rooms. They never slept in their own room, which is why we ended up getting the bunk bed for them to share a room, because that's what they wanted. But the bunk beds are really, really nice. The worst part is making the bed, which is why I love Beddys. That's what these are, where they zip up. Other than when I am stripping the beds, it's super easy to just zip it back up. The kids do it, and I don't have to worry about it. So the only days that it's kind of a pain, but this is no different than if it was regular sheets. I pull the mattress down like this no matter what, just because I don't want to be climbing up there and bumping my head on the ceiling and whatnot. So I've always just pulled the mattresses out, put the stuff on, put the mattresses back. But for a daily basis thing, if you have bunk beds, check out Beddys. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're really good quality. And in the long run, they make your life so much easier. So much easier. And the kids kind of like it because it feels like it's a sleeping bag. And kids love sleeping bags. I don't know why, but they do. And they absolutely love these things.
You know they want me but the sweet, sweet talking, pretty eyes, pretty lips. You know they told me you will fall too easily, but guess I like a quick fix. It's just not that
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and maybe it gave you some motivation to tackle an area in your house that you maybe weren't thinking and maybe wasn't on your list. If you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe and join me. I do a ton of cleaning motivation on my channel, so if that's what you love, I'm your girl. Also, if you guys made it to the end, I love knowing who are my ride or dies that make it all the way to the end. So just drop me a smiley face emoji. You guys have no idea how much you guys help out my channel just by watching, commenting, liking. It really does mean the world to me. But until next time, bye!
quickly, don't matter if I wanna stay.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another motivational cleaning video. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Cambriea, and today we are just tackling all sorts of stuff around my house. I like to try and keep this as real as possible, so I show you the dirt, I show you the grime. I'm a mom of 3 with 2 very large, very hairy dogs, so my house is never spotless. I've really changed things up to try and give you guys up close and personal, since sometimes I know the camera can lie about how messy or dirty the house gets. So if you guys are in the need for some extreme cleaning motivation and you just need that little extra kick in the butt to get your house in order, stay tuned.
We can put out the lights. Together we can go, we can go. I look straight in your eyes, and everything is so hazy. It is just you and I, and everything is so, so call me out, baby. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more. You're one of a kind. Nobody's breaking your spirit. You're looking so fine.
While I was cleaning up on this day, I was noticing all the stuff in my cabinets and everything, and it really got me thinking I really need to do a huge declutter of my kitchen. So I definitely plan on sharing with you guys that very, very soon. It's something that definitely needs to get done, and I've been putting it off because, you know, any big projects like that are just overwhelming and something you don't want to tackle, but it needs to get done. Spring's coming up, so I'm gonna have a lot of spring cleaning, decluttering, organizing, all sorts of awesome videos coming out very shortly.
Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night.
So I'm gonna show you guys, I do this every couple of months with my garbage disposal. I do have oh, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. I'm trying to get the ice out of the fridge. I do have cleaning pods that I use, shoot, a couple times a week. But I take ice from my ice machine, and then I'm going to all of it goes in the sink. All right, once it's all in the sink, I put as much of it down there as possible. When I turn this on, I'm going to turn the volume off for you guys. It's not so loud, but so that's all of it in there. Turn on the hot water, turn on the disposal.
Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want. So call me out, baby. Together we can go crazy. You and me in the night. I'm feeling alright. Now I got you and I want more.
And that is it. You see all the brown water that came up? Now I do that every couple of months, so mine wasn't that bad. If you have never done that, you guys will be in shock how much comes up. If you noticed, it looks like it kind of clogs up for a second. That is normal. So yeah, put a whole thing of ice from your dispenser in the sink, push as much into the drain as possible, turn on the hot water and have it running on the side, turn on your disposal, and just let it run until it goes back down. You'll be shocked. If you've never done that, do it. And if you have Instagram, tag me in you doing it because it's so satisfying, especially when it's really gross. The first time I did it,
oh, it's been 27 nights without you here by my side, and I've been counting every hour, 'cause since you stepped out of my life, oh, she ain't coming back. All my friends are saying that, so you don't even have to try, 'cause she and your miss is right. But that that love was true love, and they've got no clue, and I don't know what to do. I've tried to ignore it, 'cause that is what they say, but deep down I know it won't work out this way. Tell me, are you feeling like I'm feeling? Only you would know, 'cause I can't seem to let you go. No, I can't seem to let you go.
So you guys often ask me about my rags or what I'm using to clean, so I figured I'd just go over pretty much what I use on almost everything is the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray. That's what you'll see a lot of the time. So if you see a bottle like the one here, but maybe just a different colored label or something, it's usually just a different scent. I use that on almost everything. And in my sink, I really like the cream cleanser from Mrs. Meyer's. That one smells amazing, and it just does a really good job. I actually want to try it on my stainless steel fridge, because I saw that if you have like little hairline scratches in your stainless steel from magnets or stuff like that, and we have kids, so we definitely have that, it can help buff out the scratches. So I'm definitely going to try that coming up, because they're not bad, but they definitely are just like annoying. But then just going around doing a quick vacuum of the kitchen. We always have dog hair everywhere. This vacuum is the Roborock H6 stick vacuum. I really like this one just for quick cleaning. I usually will use my Shark Duo when I'm doing like a more deep clean, just because any corded vacuum is just going to have more power. That's just the way it is. The stick vacuums though are really nice for quick cleanup like this. But then I wanted to go into the boys' room as well and clean up their room. They got this little fort thing from their aunt and uncle, and they were kind of over it and wanted more space to play. So I told them I would go in, take it down, and then just give their room a tidy. I don't do this on a regular basis. I've mentioned that before. The boys' room is their responsibility. However, at least once a week, I do go up there and give it a mommy clean. That way it can get vacuumed, dusted, and then I go in and organize and deal with stuff to my standard. But most of the week, their room is their responsibility. I think it is so important to give your kids chores and responsibilities. So on top of their room, they also are responsible for feeding the dogs, cleaning up any dog poop outside. Not right now because it's the middle of winter, but in the summer, we actually just started this past summer, that chore. As they get older, we give them a couple more chores based off of what they can do. So they handle garbages. They bring down all the garbages from upstairs and bring them to me so that I can take all the garbages outside at the end of the week. Just little things, nothing too crazy, but just things to keep them responsible and learning certain tools and realizing that everyone in the house has to help out to keep the house moving smoothly. So yes, you guys often don't see them helping, or you don't see my husband helping, but that's purely just because these are filming days, so I do it. But I make sure the kids have responsibilities, and when Bobby's not at work, he is amazing. He helps me with so much stuff, and honestly, I couldn't keep up with the house myself. So I am very appreciative for how much my husband does on days that he's not working.
Hey, we can run away. You say you wanted to. You wanna go back, wanna go back. You wanna go back to a place where we can hide. You wanna stay there, wanna stay there. You wanna stay there, we can leave the pain behind. Stay, stay, stay. Like a wrecking ball, we can break them all to a high.
This closet gets so bad, mainly because the boys have so many little toys. Like, they don't have a ton of big stuff anymore. It's Roblox toys and cars and things like that, and it just gets insane. I definitely need to go through their stuff again. but it's very difficult to keep all this organized. When I do a really good like declutter and organize of their toys, I will have it like so nice and organized in these bins, but honestly, once we get to this point where everything's just crazy, I just put them in the bins. That way they're not on the floor and I can actually walk into their closet. I was going to make the boys do this closet, but I had clothes to put away and I wanted to get rid of any clothes that weren't fitting the boys because they are both growing like weeds, especially Bjorn. He has grown so much over the past couple of weeks that every time I swear they come downstairs and I'm like, that does not fit. And it's happening regularly. And whenever they come down in clothes that don't fit, I know this is the time that I need to go through and get rid of any clothes that are too small.
Like a shooting star, like a wrecking ball, we can break them all to a higher ground. We will not be found. We can win the game. We can go insane, like a shooting star. Don't you like a wrecking ball? We can break them all to a higher ground. We will not be found. We can win the game. We can go insane, like a shooting star. Don't you understand? We're so dysfunctional, but still inseparable. Yeah, we just never get it right. You're playing games with me and my sympathy, but not enough to say goodbye. Oh, 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 we stick together, but I know, oh, oh, it isn't for the better. No, that's just how we dance, with liquid confidence. We find each other every night. But if I were to let you go, if I would pack my bags and leave without you and be out there on my own, then I would fall into pieces, fall into pieces. Oh, 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 I would fall into pieces, fall into pieces. Oh, 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 I would fall into pieces, fall into pieces.
So one thing I highly recommend if you have bunk beds is to look into Beddys. I went back and forth for a while about getting the boys these, but it has made a huge difference. Like I said, normally the bedrooms are the boys' responsibilities. This morning, I didn't worry about telling them to go make their bed and everything because I knew I was going up there to clean anyway. But these make it so much easier for the boys to clean, and I don't need to worry about climbing on the bed usually. With the other just regular comforters and stuff, it makes it really difficult for them to get them nice and tight and neat and to my standard, where Beddys, you zip it and it automatically has that like crisp, clean lines, which you guys know if you watch me make my bed that I like those really clean lines in bedding. So I love these bedding for them. And even when they don't have a bunk bed anymore, I think it'll be really nice just to make it really easy. And we have the ones with the really soft inside because my boys are obsessed with soft blankets. So I made sure to get the ones with that more plush interior, and they love them.
I would fall into pieces, fall into pieces. Oh, 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 I would fall into pieces, fall into pieces. We're so dysfunctional, but still inseparable. We're never getting it right. We're never getting it right. You're playing games with me and my sympathy.
know you guys probably can't see this well, so that's why I'm doing this over here, but I need to clean this hallway. One, there's just like splatter on the walls, which cleaning actually doesn't do it real well. I'm gonna have to do a touch-up coat paint. That's probably drool splatter from Bailey on the doors. This looks like someone decided to take a marker to the wall. You can see it's just grungy on all of these walls and baseboards. Don't know what that is. That looks like more marker. So yeah. Down here, dirty. I know if I don't do a close-up, you guys, from here, doesn't look that bad. Definitely needs to get work done.
Did you pack the flashlight, the blanket, and the mat? It's a real adventure, the trail you're looking at. I'm glad you came for a while, I thought you might be bailing. Is that the same yellow shirt you used to wear? But 1,000 years seem like almost no time.
Now cleaning the walls and doors and trim and everything, I am just using a mixture of really hot water, a little bit of Tide, about a teaspoon of Tide, and then a little bit of bleach. This works really well when cleaning any baseboards or doors or walls. I wanted to go through and get as much off of the walls as possible, but then I'm actually going to go in with paint and just do a quick coat of paint over the walls. If you have any issues with paint in your house, now this hallway is still the Builder's flat matte paint. I haven't repainted this hallway. I'm really not too worried about painting it either because it's a hallway, but I like keeping extra paint on hand because these walls don't wash well. And as long as you feather out when you're painting, you don't need to worry about the obvious like repaint line. So I'm just going in after washing everything and I'm gonna do a quick coat of paint to clean up any other little messy areas.
It's got nothing on you tonight. We could get back to this, catching up what we missed, or we could just relive that summer night. For all I can, we can spend the firewood till it's end. Nobody's gonna force the morning. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That star's got nothing on you. That one's brand new, still it's got nothing on you tonight. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again. That star's got nothing on you. That one's brand new, still it's got nothing on you tonight.
You got eyes like summer sky. If you're smart, could kill or die. And now it starts to rain, so let's enjoy it. I can't believe that this is real. And the way you make me feel, you make me wanna sing, and so I do. So if you want, I'll be right there. Anything you want for you, my sweetheart. I'll be by your side, and when I do get to see your smile, I'm up in the clouds and now we're apart. It will take a little longer to get you off my mind tonight. You can
So you guys often also don't usually see Freya's room just because normally when I'm filming, it's when Xander's at school and Freya's napping. If she's up, it can be very difficult to get much done. Yes, she did just fall over right there. Don't worry, she's not hurt. She's gotten to where she falls over very slowly. It just looks fast when I speed everything up. But with her up, she's usually on my hip, and I'm just filming and cleaning and taking care of her can be a lot. So normally I try and film when she's napping. Xander's at school, and then Bjorn is normally just having his personal time to play by himself. It just makes life so much easier. I will say, because there's a lot of rumors going around that a lot of us YouTube mommies have nannies, I can tell you, I do not have a nanny. There are days I wish I had a nanny. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I used to work full-time. My kids used to be at babysitters or my in-laws for hours and hours a week, and I actually really love being able to be home, take care of my kids, feel like I'm raising them and not someone else. So I have to say, I think even if I could afford a nanny, I probably wouldn't. I really do love having all this time with the kids, but that is why you don't see them often. I've been getting a lot of questions lately of where are the kids when you're filming, and I am just very strategic on my timing normally when I film.
So if you want, I'll be right there. Anything you want for you, my sweetheart. I'll be by your side, and when I do get to see your smile, I'm up in the clouds and now we're apart. It will take a little longer to get you off my mind tonight. If you want, I'll be right there. Anything you want for you, my sweetheart. I'll be by your side, and when I do get to see your smile, I'm up in the clouds and now we're apart. It will take a little longer to get you off my mind tonight. It will take a little longer to get you off my mind tonight.
One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for love.
So I was just going through all of Freya's clothes. She is almost 6 months old now. I don't know how the time flies so quickly, but she's wearing 9-month clothes. So pretty much anything that was 0 to 6 or 3 to 6, anything like that I got rid of, and was just keeping the 6 to 9 or bigger because she's growing like a weed. It's crazy. The boys were the same way though. The boys always wore bigger clothes than their age, and she is doing exactly the same thing. She's just growing up so quickly. It's really sad, and she is Miss Independent for sure. She doesn't like to be in anything that contains her. She loves sitting on the floor and just playing like this. Otherwise, like I said, otherwise she is on my hip, but she does not like being in like her little saucer or anything like that. Honestly, even putting her in the crib right here, she was not very happy with me. She cried, but I needed to vacuum. But she would much rather just be on the floor playing with her toys. I'm wondering how much longer till she starts crawling, because she's not crawling yet. She's moving. She will be on one side of the crib, and then by the time I get her up from a nap, completely on the other side, flipped over, but not crawling yet. I honestly think she will be much happier when she is moving around because she is so independent and wants to go and play. And I do think a lot of that has to do with seeing her big brothers and just wanting to be a part of the fun.
Another cold and rainy night without you lying by my side. I can't sleep, already tried, but still I dream away. Thinking about the way it was, or maybe just the two of us. We had it all, but we got lost with nothing left to say. Days turned into...
Alright, so while emptying the vacuum, I like to clean my vacuum about once a month, so I'm going to do that. Clean the filters, clean the inside. But the top of my trash cans are very gross. And this is normal because the kids don't pay attention when putting stuff in them. So I'm going to take you along. This is an area I don't normally show because it's disgusting. Yeah, yummy. And then also cleaning all of this.
Go back again one more time. One more time, baby, yeah. Oh, sunshine. Always used to hold my hand. Painted our hearts in the sand. Kissing while we made new plans, but still I dream away. Thinking about...
Now, when it comes to your vacuum, you should try and clean this out about once a month, but it can be hard to remember. Also, you really have to let it air dry 100%. So normally when I clean it, I won't use this vacuum for usually 48 to 72 hours to make sure it is thoroughly dry. But this will prolong the life of your vacuum. So if you ever have issues with suction or anything like that, try cleaning out your vacuum. Just know you have to let it completely dry. But then onto these garbage cans. They were so gross, but this steam shot made it so easy. It got in all the little crevices and really loosened up all the gunk and dirt and just nastiness.
One more time. One more time, baby. Ooh, I'm missing my sunshine. Sunshine. One more time now, baby girl. You and I could run the world. How I miss the sun, the sunshine. I need you, I need you. One more time now, baby girl. You and I could run the world. Girl, I thought that you were the one. How I miss the sun, missing all the shine. Do you think about me now and then? Think about me now. I miss the sun.
Alright, since they're both fairly equally disgusting, you have before, exterior, grimy, disgusting, and you have after, all clean, and then the best part, before. Yep. Oh yeah. Do you guys like seeing the dirt and grime? That's what you tell me. That's before. After. So much better. So much better. Time to do that one.
I feel it coming, I feel it taking control. It's the hurt I imagine from us to nothing. There's something missing you stole, and it's a little tragic. I know I'm better off living without your love, but time and again my thoughts go back to when we were crazy kids with a lot of feelings.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see me clean next time. Like I said, I do already plan on doing a huge kitchen deep clean, declutter, organize. It's going to be massive because I have a lot to go through. But also, if you are new here, I would love if you guys would subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're up to date on any new videos that have coming out. Also, check that notification bell if you are subscribed, because sometimes YouTube likes to unclick that, and I've had people telling me that they've been unsubscribed or the notification bell turned off. So double check that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Something I can't get over. I know I'm better off.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. My name is Cambria, and I'm so glad you decided to join me in today's motivating cleaning video. This video is jam-packed full of cleaning motivation, and we are starting off in the boys' room. Normally, it is the boys' responsibilities to keep their rooms clean. I will go in like once a week and obviously vacuum and clean their bedding. But when it comes to tidying up and stuff like that, that is left on my boys. However, I went in this day and the room just kind of had a stank to it, so I knew I had to do the sheets. But I also wanted to finally take down Christmas in their room, and I try and do a good mommy clean at least once a month in their room. So once a month, I go in there, I do it myself and get it to my standards. I like doing this. One, it keeps the actual like cleaning, because they're not going around cleaning their baseboards and their windows and things like that. But I also think it's good for the boys to see what I expect out of their bedroom at least once a month. I also really needed to take down Christmas in their room. We had made an agreement that even though I took down Christmas in the rest of the house, I would leave it up in their room and their bathroom because they really enjoy it. And it didn't really bother me, but since I was doing a thorough cleaning today, I took down Christmas and we got to work on this room. This year, I think the train was probably the boys' favorite decoration in their room. We've had this train for years. I'm pretty sure Bobby had this even before we got together, but we didn't want the boys breaking it. So this was the first year that we actually put it out and let them have it in their room, and they absolutely loved it. Also in this video, I'm going to be cleaning the boys' windows. You guys are going to laugh at me, but On my Christmas list this year, I had a bunch of new cleaning toys that I wanted to get. Some of these different things you guys actually recommended. So the Bissell Steam Shot, I'm going to be using that today because I got that for Christmas. I got one of those power toothbrush cleaning wands for Christmas. I'm just using all my Christmas presents in this video, and you guys will laugh about that. I absolutely love getting new cleaning supplies. So other than my robe, which was purely for me, everything else had to do with cleaning, and I was thrilled about it. So I did a real quick go through of their clothes. These boys have been growing like weeds lately, and I need to do a very thorough go through of their clothes, but that just takes a lot longer because I have to literally have them upstairs with me trying stuff on, and it's literally a full day process. However, I knew all the shorts that were in Bjorn's shorts drawer will not fit him this next summer. So I took all of those out because I knew there was just no way. He has been going through a ton of growth spurts and has been sleeping a ton, as well as complaining of leg cramps and stuff. So I know that boy has shot up a lot. He is wearing size 8 pretty much everything, and let me mind you, he is 5 years old, but he is definitely my big boy. And when it comes to shirts, both the boys wear the same size, so that at least makes my life a little bit easier. All right, so this is my new Christmas present, the Bissell Steam Shot. You guys recommended this to me when I was cleaning my sliding glass door track. I couldn't get some of the crevices out, and you guys, like probably about 50 of you guys, commented or messaged me saying, on This Crazy Life, you saw the Bissell Steam Shot. So I put it on my Christmas list, and I was super excited to get it. And I have to say, it does work really, really well. It gets off anything that's really stuck on, but it also has enough like power to really shoot up things that are stuck. Plus, it's just very satisfying to see everything all smoky, and I don't know. It was very fun to use. It was definitely a fun cleaning product. After I was done with the windows, I just wanted to give everything a really good wipe down. Like I said, I do this about once a month. So when I come in here, I like to go over everything. Their furniture, their baseboards. They're still only 8 and 5. So sticky fingers are everywhere. Pretty much anywhere they can touch, there's probably fingerprints or something that needs to be cleaned. And this room definitely smelled so much better once it got a good mommy cleaning. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned, because after I get done with the boys' room, I move into our kitchen and I clean the dishwasher today, which don't come for me. Please don't come for me, because I am embarrassed to say this. I almost didn't put this in the video, but I have never cleaned the filter of my dishwasher. I know, it's so bad. We have been in this house for about 3 years. I didn't even know how to. I had to YouTube videos to figure out how to before I did it. And I was very, like, it was so bad that I almost didn't share. But this is real life. I'm not going to be one of those perfect Instagram mamas that never mess up. I have my little dirty secrets sometimes also. And y'all, this was bad. Please don't come for me, because I was so embarrassed when I saw how bad it was. I was like, what is wrong with me? And don't get me wrong, like, I do that like baking soda and vinegar rinse in my dishwasher once a month. That doesn't do anything. So if you have not cleaned your dishwasher, watching this video is going to make you want to clean your dishwasher. Alright, so this is actually the next day. I ended up getting a little bit crazed with taking care of the kids and Freya needing to eat, and just a bunch of other stuff came up. So I pretty much just got the boys' room that day. I have to say though, I used to be like on top of things before I had Freya. I was so good at having my cleaning routines and making sure the house was perfect before bed. Is it just me, or when you have a baby, like a little baby, so much harder to stay on top of stuff? I feel like I can never keep up anymore. I truly do try. And when I'm not like falling asleep on the couch at night and I can get my nightly cleaning in, it feels so good. But lately, I'm falling asleep on the couch. I did want to empty the dishwasher since I forgot to run it the night before. I'm just going to wash all these dishes by hand. That way I could do a really, really thorough cleaning of the dishwasher. I didn't want to have to run it and then wait 2 hours before I could clean it. So I figured it would just be quicker, wash everything by hand, and then get into that dishwasher. So this little scrubber I have is probably my favorite cleaning tool when it comes to washing dishes because it saves on so much dish soap, and then I don't have to fill a full sink of dish soap. I am not the type that normally fills a sink to clean my dishes. It's kind of like taking a bath for me. I enjoy baths when it's just to relax, but not to actually get clean because you're just like sitting in your own filth. I don't know. That's how my brain goes. Same with washing dishes. I like to do one at a time. I know some people agree or disagree because of running the sink water, but I do try to consciously think about how much my water's on and when I don't need it on to turn it off. So I try and do it that way, but I definitely feel like it cleans a lot better when I just do one dish at a time and take care of it that way. Alright, to take the top rack out, there are these little stoppers on the side. These are pretty easy to pop in and out. So if you're doing a deep clean, highly recommend taking all the racks out so you can really get in there and clean it out. Now we have really hard water here. So that is what a lot of the buildup you see is. It is hard water stains. So I am first taking all this off. Oh, it's so bad. You guys, I am sorry you have to see this. I will say a lot of it's calcium buildup. So I went in with the steam cleaner again and then a lot of vinegar. Vinegar is your best friend when it comes to any hard water calcium buildup. So definitely recommend having a couple gallons of vinegar when you are dealing with any type of hard water stains. This works if your faucets start running funny. You can wipe a rag soaked in vinegar on them. If you have any hard water drips on your refrigerator, literally everywhere. Vinegar is a magical cleaning product that I will always have on hand. This is my other new toy, is that little power brush. This I actually saw on Jamie's Journey, so it went on my Christmas list as well. Like I said, guys, I got a lot of new cleaning toys for Christmas, and I am obsessed with using all these new toys. After I got the inside wiped down really well, I wanted to go in and clean this filter. Like I said, this was so bad. I ended up, after giving it a good scrub, filling a bowl with vinegar and letting it sit for some time. You guys don't see that it sat for a while, but what I did is I put the stuff in the bowl, and then I actually went and fed Freya. So I was gone for probably about 30 minutes to an hour taking care of the baby. And then I came back and finished cleaning it. But it definitely made a huge difference when I came back after it sat for a while. Like I said, magic of editing, you don't see this. It looks like I literally put vinegar in there and then started cleaning it. That was not the case. I let it sit for a good 30 minutes to an hour. And then I went in with the sanitizer. This is where I was really impressed, because there were certain areas that even that little toothbrush was not getting in well. This thing just like blasted anything that I couldn't get it blasted it out. And I felt so much better once it was all clean. And then I did the same with this little wand. I really just wiped it down really well with vinegar, got off all the like nasties, and then I put it all back together. And once I had it all back together, I put vinegar in the bottom of the dishwasher and ran it on its hottest cycle because I know I cleaned it all out, but I also wanted to do a vinegar and baking soda run through on it to really, really make sure all the jets were clean, just everything was taken care of. And now a new little trick, after seeing how bad this dishwasher got, I now keep just a plain spray bottle of vinegar under my sink, and whenever I unload the dishwasher, I spray the inside of my dishwasher down with just pure vinegar. That way it can hopefully keep any of that calcium buildup from building up so bad again. I know that it would make sense to get like a water softener or something, but my husband and I just haven't been able to do that yet. So knowing the little tricks like the vinegar and stuff like that makes a big difference. If you have hard water, like I said, this is your best friend. I know water softeners aren't cheap. It's thousands of dollars to get a good one. And it's not always possible for someone just to drop that kind of money. And we try to stay out of credit card debt. So if we're going to do something, we try and save up our money to do it, which is why we have not done it yet. And we're also trying to pay down bills right now. A big goal of ours this year is to be completely debt-free except for our cars and house. We used to use our credit cards a ton, and we're trying to get away from that. So saving money is big this year, and paying down debt is a huge goal of ours. So I noticed actually the day before when I was picking up the dog bowls that underneath the table had gotten fairly dusty. I go under the table and clean it probably about every 2 to 3 months. So it was definitely due for a good dusting. I just don't like having to get under here to scrub everything down. I will say though, I'm glad I got under there since I found some artwork from someone on my bench. I won't name names, but I'll say it was one of my children. So that is why I'm scrubbing this bench, trying to get off the artwork. Luckily, I think it was just a crayon, but I definitely wanted to get all that cleaned up. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It really, really does help out my channel. And if you're new here and you haven't already, I would love if you would subscribe. I do a ton of cleaning motivation on this channel, as well as decorating, home improvements, and organization. Pretty much anything that has to do with being a mom and taking care of the home. And I would love to have you join me. If you guys haven't already, also, I did start a mastering YouTube channel. I will have that linked in the description below. So if you have a Smith channel or are thinking of starting a channel, I would definitely check that out. I'm trying to give you guys all my tips and tricks of being successful on YouTube. And I also have my family vlog channel down there. So if you want to get to know me, the kids, and Bobby a little bit better, check that out as well. But until next time, bye!
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in peace.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. So I am so excited about today's clean with me, and I want to give a big thanks to Keto Cycle for sponsoring today's video. But in today's video, we are getting a ton of deep cleaning done. This is starting with stripping the dog beds, fabric stripping that is. And I saw this recently, never done it, and I wanted to start trying it on the dog beds first. So you take the powder tide, has to be the powder tide, borax, and baking soda, and you let this sit in really hot water for 4 to 6 hours, and then you just wash it as normal. I have to say, because I already know how this turns out, I am sold on fabric stripping, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of other things in our house coming soon. But my big project on this day was actually tackling my laundry room. If you've been with me for a while, you know my laundry room is my catch-all, and especially with the holidays, everything was getting thrown in here. So I really wanted to give it a really good organization, but I also wanted to do a really good deep clean on it, tackle some areas that have not been tackled in a very long time, and maybe areas that you have never tackled in your laundry room, and just get this thing like immaculate. So if you guys are ready for some extreme cleaning motivation, stay tuned, because this is going to show you the dirt, the grime, the filth, absolutely everything to get you motivated to clean your homes.
Who said it'd be easy to be in love? Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize what you are giving up.
I want to thank Keto Cycle again for sponsoring today's video. Keto Cycle has made a huge difference. You guys follow me, you already know that I do keto, but with being a mom of 3 and always running around doing stuff, this has been a huge lifesaver, because it literally plans out my day when I am running around from dropping kids off at school and feeding the baby and homeschooling my 5-year-old. I like to have things very simple and easy to follow, and this app makes it so much easier. On top of your meal plan, it also helps you with your shopping lists for the week and absolutely everything. It also does have a premium option for exercising, which I have been loving because I have had a hard time figuring out what my body can take right now after having a C-section. So I just made it where it's 3 days a week. I put it at beginner for now, because last time I tried to go hardcore, it was not a good idea. But if you guys are looking to, maybe you're like me, lose some baby weight, or it's just the new year and you want to just help with your weight or health or whatever it is with your New Year's resolution, definitely check out my link in the description below, because they have given me a code for you for 85% off. 85% off. I think this is one of the best discounts I have ever seen. So definitely check out my description below. You guys are going to really enjoy Keto Cycle if you like the keto diet plan, and if you're a busy mom like me, or maybe you're a busy college student that needs this as well. Life nowadays is just crazy, and anything that'll make it a little bit easier, I am all for.
Lost in your eyes, I go back inside my head.
So in the sink, I am just using some bleach as well as a little bit of Tide to soak all this stuff in. Now I've seen this on other videos, and I want to point this out real quick. You should not mix bleach with vinegar or dish soap or anything like that. It's okay with Tide, they work fine together, but bleach is something, if you don't know if it can be mixed with it, don't do it, period. I've seen people use bleach and vinegar a lot, and that is a very deadly combination. So if in doubt, don't use bleach with anything other than what I'm saying right now, Tide, but usually you can just use bleach on its own. I saw someone the other day mention bleach and vinegar, and I was like, whoa, that makes mustard gas. Don't do that. But this filter underneath the washing machine, this is something I don't get too often. I just don't think about it. But this is something you should always try and stay on top of. You may have never cleaned it before. I used to not even know this thing was here, but it gets grody, as you can see. It gets so gross. Make sure you have a towel and stuff on you, because water can come out of that tube, or as you can see, out of the actual filter area, and you want to be able to clean that up right away. But then I'm also just going in with everything else with a mixture of bleach and Tide and wiping everything down. I found this combination actually on an Instagram page called Go Clean Co, and it works really well. The only thing is, you want to make sure that when doing this, that you have, when you're doing things like your wall or machines, that you wipe it down, but then you have water mixture as well, which you're going to see in a second. I have to go get a rag with just water and stuff, otherwise it's going to get spotty. So you want to wipe it down then just with a clean water and rag. And then I like to take just a dry microfiber cloth and wipe it all down as well.
Stay around. Can we make it till tomorrow? Are we out of time? Are we out of time?
I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up, no, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you. I wouldn't know what to, oh you know, oh you know, oh you know. I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do, baby, without. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh you know, oh you know, oh you know. When you are with me, sometimes I forget to breathe. I'm looking in your eyes, wish you could see the things I see. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up, I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without.
right, so this rim of the washing machine is another area that always gets really, really gross. I have heard people say that they deal with mold and mildew and stuff in this area. I don't normally have that issue, but hair, as you can see, that it's a dog thing. We have hair on our clothes and it just builds up. So I definitely have to get in here and clean it out. I will at least once a month do a baking soda and vinegar wash in my machine. So that I think is what keeps the mold and mildew away. But this hair, I just have to get in there, and it gets bad, and it gets bad quick. So this just makes it that all my clothes stay cleaner if I make sure to remember to really clean this out. When it comes to like deep cleaning my laundry room, like I said, I probably only do this about twice a year that I actually remember to. And then just do like the basic maintenance of it more regularly. But definitely, if you ever notice a weird smell coming from your washing machine, clean the filter, clean this little rim area, and do a baking soda and vinegar wash on the hottest cycle. That should take care of any smells.
Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss still burning. Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile. It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not rising. You're not rising. I'm a butterfly who has only begun, taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want further in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not rising. You're not rising. And let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life, you and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not rising. You're not rising.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise.
So I mentioned last time how I'm doing a mixture of just really, really, really hot water and a teaspoon of Tide lately on my floors. You guys, Like, I am in love with the way this works on my floors. I feel like it looks so good, and I don't know why I didn't know about this sooner, but it is so good. Alright, so it's end of the night. We're gonna check out this water. Oh yeah, that's pretty grody. So, I think what I'm gonna do is try to wring them out as much as possible, put them in the laundry basket, and then bring it downstairs and wash them. Now, I do not need to wash them with soap. Just hot cycle water. So there's enough soap residue in them from soaking. So, yeah, I'm gonna wring them out. All right, that right there is nasty. I guess our project tomorrow will be deep cleaning this bathtub now that I did this. Gross. Let's see if there's anything left at the bottom when it's done draining.
We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize.
So that right there is just the remaining residue from doing that. That is so gross. So yeah, definitely doing a deep clean on the boys' bathroom tomorrow.
So crazy from a simple maybe. It was a long way down. I just feel so heavy without you.
All right, so here we are at the next day. I had to go through all of Freya's clothes. I also have to actually do this to the boys' room, but on this day I was just going through her stuff. She is currently pretty solid in 3 to 6, but more like 6-month clothes. So I was just getting rid of everything that doesn't fit her anymore. It kind of makes me sad having to go through all these little clothes, all her newborn, preemie, 0 to 3, all of those clothes that don't fit her anymore, but I definitely needed to go through and get it all organized. All this stuff was on the floor because whenever I asked the boys to bring her clothes up to her room, that's normally where they end up, which in this situation I wasn't worried about because I knew I had to go through most of them. I wanted to make sure to wash everything, that way when we sent it for donations that we weren't sending dirty clothes. Luckily though, I have a good amount of hand-me-down stuff from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, as well as with Christmas coming up, I made sure to ask for everything that was like 6 months to 9 months. That way we had a good set of clothing for her. A lot of the clothes that we had for her are like onesies and stuff, and with her being born more winter months, a lot of these weren't getting used. I swear she lives in footsie pajamas, so that was the big thing we asked for, were footsie pajamas, because when it's this cold outside, all I want to wear is footsie pajamas. So I definitely make sure she has enough.
Dance with you, I wanted to dance until my feet can feel the ground.
I don't need a hit to believe that I'm living. You can lock me up if my tongue keeps slipping. I'ma keep spitting up rhymes I'm digging, and you can be my fame. Don't need a fast car to imagine I'm tripping. You can light it up, girl, I ain't the guy judging. And baby, that's on me, I don't need a boost. This is every part of me and everything I do. If it's the money part you're digging me, I will take you to a place downtown. But if you don't like all the bling you see, I'll show you my little smoother side. And when we are out cruising, you don't need my hand to hold. I kinda like what we're doing, how this story will unfold. If you wanna join, I am open for business. I can be your gun, baby, you will be the trigger. Let's put up a show that we'll never forget. And yeah, baby, there's no shame. We'll take it as far as we want to, so listen. Stop at any place that is better than prison. Put it all on me, I don't need the booze. This is every part of me and everything I do. If it's the money part you're digging me, I will take you to a place downtown. But if you don't like all the bling you see, I'll show you my little smoother side. And when we are out cruising, you don't need my hand to hold. I kinda like what we're doing, how this story will Let's take off where we started, me and you and our bodies. Hurry up and let's not waste no time. Cause I don't need a hit to believe that I'm living. You can lock me up if my tongue keeps slipping. I'ma keep spitting up rhymes I'm digging, and you could be my fame. Yeah, you could be my fame. You could be my fame, yeah, yeah. I'ma keep spitting the rhymes I'm digging, yeah. And I'ma keep spinning, yeah. The years I'm digging.
And then, like I mentioned the night before, I need to do a deep clean on the boys' bathroom. So you would have seen in previous video how I replaced the toilet seat in the half bath downstairs. I liked it so much that we actually replaced the one in the boys' bathroom as well. So their bathroom got a really, really good deep clean. I made sure to get in all the areas, as well as a new toilet seat. It's just so much nicer than having to hear it slam. Plus, this one's really cool. You'll see that it like has a feature where it can come off to clean all the way around it. Super, super easy without having to unscrew it. And that was kind of my selling point of, I need this. This is going to make my life so much easier.
You close your eyes, turn hands to fists. I know that sign will make me hit. Calm down, we can fight this. Baby, calm down, let's rewind this. Yeah, we will sin to make us last. Oh yeah, we'll drown, we'll swim too fast. Come on, we can make up. Honey, come on, let's embrace You and I love to lie, anything to survive. Round and round, we're living Phoenix style. Yeah, we fight and we ride, anything to survive. Round and round, we're living Phoenix style. Too many times we made the call that this is it, let's break it all. All the love is made up, baby, drink up, this is our stuff. Yeah, so we've sinned to make us last, buried alive, cry till we last.
If you remember from the beginning of the video, all of this gunk in the bathtub is from doing the fabric stripping on the dog's bed. So I just wanted to make sure to wipe it out really, really well because I didn't want all this going down the drain before wiping out the rest of the tub and then rinsing it out really well. I still can't believe how much stuff came out of stripping those dog beds, and I can't wait to do other stuff in my house, mainly like bedding and stuff, like the boys' bed. I have a feeling that's going to be gross because kids are gross, and I just think it's going to make such a huge difference. As you can see, I haven't quite gotten to the Christmas decorations upstairs yet, but that's all coming down shortly. I always wait with the kids' bathroom and the kids' bedrooms that they go last because they really enjoy all the Christmas stuff. So I work on the main living areas first and then go into their areas.
And we ride, anything to survive. Round and round, we're living Phoenix style.
One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool you. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it.
All right, and here I'm showing you how easy like this seat comes up. So you lift it up, you push down, and it pops right off, and then you literally put it back on, push down, and it's clicked on. Literally a game changer when it comes to cleaning the toilet. It's gonna make life so much easier.
Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist you. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it.
I got this picture in
my closet. It's gathering dust right now.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it got you motivated to maybe tackle some places in your homes that you haven't thought about. Also, don't forget to check out Keto Cycle and my link in the description below. I'm loving this app, and if you guys love keto, you're going to love it as well. But until next time, I hope you guys are having a fabulous new year, and I will see you later. Bye.
You're standing by that window.